we must ignore as much as possible. See, I understand giving a little won't impact you, but will certainly impact their lives, the lives of the beggars. You are unconsciously encouraging them to do this job for the rest of their lives. Remember. Hello friends. Friends, today's topic I'm going to discuss. It's very intense, which has been ignored by all of us for a long time, and we are still ignoring them. Yes, it's beggary. Beggary in our country, India. I'm sure, like me, all of us think every time, for those mere 8 to 12 years of kids, when they beg you for food and money on traffic signals, temples, mosques, markets, railway stations, etc. Also those poor ladies carrying, the not so developed babies in their arms, asking for money to feed, their said babies. Those physically disabled people, when force you to let the tears flow out of your eyes, they force you to give your hard money out of, pity and compassion. Friends, I understand. Humanity compels us to to help them as much as possible. But what if you're told that they're just befooling you by their crook gestures? And what if those babies carrying mothers are not the actual mothers? Those begging kids, they're just meeting the demands of their gang's so-called leader. We never pay attention. The number of children getting abducted every year to run this begging business. It's somewhere around 40,000 in numbers, as per Indian National Human Rights Commission. And yes, it's a concern of human trafficking. This is the reason why many states have executed the anti-begging laws in India. So now, what about the genuine benefits? The ones who have no any other choice other than begging, and it is the only means, they have to feed their families, to fulfill their basic necessities of life. What about them? I think certainly the reason the Delhi High Court has never been in favor of criminalizing beggary. They call it as a fundamental right of citizen to beg for fulfilling the basic necessities of their life, which is actually the ultimate responsibility of the ruling government, and they are failing to do that. It's a quote of the Delhi High Court judgment in 2018. So what's the solution? Mere making them invisible during political meetups and events can never be the solution. We have to accept the criminal consequences of the presence of such elements in our society. We may ignore them, but they do exist as a part of our society. The most common problem is that the beggars are so used to begging that they actually do not prefer to work at all. Probably if they go for work, they may not be able to earn as much as they are able to do by this profession. So what we can do? How we should deal with this begging system? Because ultimately it's because of us. Okay, we are promoting this business. We are the ultimately contributors to this business. So what we can do? We must ignore as much as possible. See, I understand giving a little won't impact you, but will certainly impact their lives, the lives of the beggars. You are unconsciously encouraging them to do this job for the rest of their lives. Remember, you may also be contributing to super rich dark gangs who are actually working behind them. A rational mind is certainly required to ascertain if the beggar is genuinely in need of something, so that a possible help can be provided to him. That's it, दोस्तों, be alert and cautious while coming across such situation. Remember, law and rules cannot be effective until majority of us follow that. Thanks for your patience, your time. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.